Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen watching this. Risco and Osaka coming at you with some more dreams, community creations type of stuff. And Umberkin, whoa, you are very quick in the chat. It is a pleasure to have you. And Kronos as well. Looks like the connection is hanging just a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't mean that the game will crash, because that would be a problem. Well, not so much that the game crashing would be a problem, although that would also be a problem. Hello, Hive. It is a pleasure to have you as well. It's a pleasure to have all of y'alls. But if the stream crashed, and then, it's just a pain in the butt. So we got our fingers crossed here. Hot crossed fingers. Not hot cross buns, because my buns ain't that hot. They're the buns, basically, they're here. Are you wearing journey clothes? I am currently using a character that was provided by Media Molecule. I don't think they are explicitly supposed to be in journey clothes, but they are very journey-esque. Not the band Journey, of course. I mean, that would be like denim, probably like denim jackets. I'm guessing. The 80s going on in the 80s, so I'm figuring. I hope that all of you are very well, healthy. Healthy is the important one, but also happy in these trying times. I'm still trying to kind of wrap my brain meets around the whole bleach thing. It's really kind of bothering me. I'm gonna guess that maybe Kronos finished Hellraiser for the first time. Is it supposed to be Kronos? I'm not sure. No, I'm just joking. It's I know it's you, Hive. Is it just the first? Good guess, but no potato. I mean, it could be. Have you finished Hellraiser for the first time, Kronos? I do know that Hive was talking about watching Hellraiser recently, so this bear's head has no collision detection, which seems like a weird bit, but okay. Probably in a different world line, yes. Have you not watched Hellraiser Kronos? Just the first film, and I had rented it once before, but got halfway through back in the day. The bear, I mean, it's just yellow square. It's got a nice wobble to it. It's got a nice nod. Look at those little legs going up and down. I mean, I gotta give props to it. But if you can't jump purpose at all, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, bears' heads exist to be jumped upon. Hive, what did you think of Hellraiser? And question, have you read The Hellbound Heart? There is no old enough to watch Hellraiser, there's just watching Hellraiser. That might just be me. Looks like we don't have any new... Oh, we did get a 30-second spook from Nobi-Wan. We'll give that one a bit of a look. I'm okay with that. I mean, only 30 seconds, right? I only know by name and whatever you've discussed here. I recommend it, Kronos. I also recommend Hellbound Heart. Oh, I remember this. This is what we took a look at last time, wasn't it? I got like 10 pages in multiple times, and then I do what I always do and I never finish book. Now, I do remember you saying, Hive, that you have a bit of trouble with reading. So I will not hold that against you at all. It is drums! Ludo! How you doing? If you're recommending it to me, does that mean that there are some impressive... I'm gonna guess that's supposed to say bullet patterns, not pullet patterns, because pullet is something else. Pullet's a different thing. I feel like pullet is a chicken thing. I also feel like this level maybe had been updated. But also is still very short, so that's okay. We're talking about the Hellbound Heart, which is the basis, the novella that is the basis for Hellraiser. Because I've just watched Hellraiser 1 for the first time. I get what you mean, Kronos. I don't mean to grind your gears. I hope I haven't ground your gears too much. But I mean, yes. There's it's a whole thing. The chains and flesh, that it's very much. Barker's got an aesthetic that he's working for in that book and in the movies, and there's a lot of chain going on. There are good audiobooks of Hellbound Heart if you want to read it. Really now. I kind of feel like checking that out myself. I'd love to hear the line delivery in some of that book. It's a whole thing. By the way, it's a relatively short book as far as books go. It is only a novella. It's probably...
Welcome to the greatest place on earth. Well, for this little gnome anyway. He loved his garden. There was only one problem.
We got like a voiceover.
They let it overgrow. The mushrooms were disgusting. Why didn't they have nice little red mushrooms like him? Because of this.
I wonder if Dream's crowd will swing by for this one.
Tell them to sort
I mean,
it out.
I hope so. That one chap, not Diogo. I mean, I remember Diogo, but there's that other chap that I'm assuming a chap, and I probably shouldn't do that. Olsen Matt. They dropped by in our last Gravity Rush stream, wondering why we were not streaming Dreams. So hopefully they'll be around. I know there's a great narration of Telltale Heart over top some nice animation. Now Telltale Heart as well is a wonderful story about the fall of a game studio and how crunch and a refusal to indulge in innovation eventually caused the studio's complete failure. That's a different thing. That's a I'm pretty sure it's a Jim Sterling thing. Telltale Heart, that's Poe, right? What's our policy on language in Dream streams? There is not a policy beyond not being gross. We're not treating the Dream streams as particularly family friendly. I mean, as always, Adam's family friendly because that's a good baseline, but not like LBP. Oh my gosh, Risu! Now I want a Hearts of Darkness documentary about Telltale Studios. It should be done. It is a thing that needs to be. What is going on here? Kronos has got it pretty well there. Like, yeah, we'll swear, but probably shouldn't, make a big deal of the swearage. We did make it to the Evil Garden, which does not have red mushrooms, or maybe it does. I missed the narration because I was just like talking like a geek, but are we? Is there a thing? Are we doing a thing? Anyway, the animation of Telltale Heart was on the Hellboy Blu-ray for whatever reason. Oh, that's weird. I mean, that's definitely weird. Also, this door into nothingness, I'm gonna guess that's gonna end the creation, so let's poke around a little bit first. A flaming skull. Flaming Skulls are so last year? Are we not beyond Flaming Skulls yet? Probably not. I got these and through my mouth parts. Apropos of nothing, Hellraiser 2 Blu-ray you can buzz off with your lack of subtitles. Oh, that's kind of crap. I mean, accessibility features ought to be a thing in every gosh darn Blu-ray.
After entering that shiny, spooky doorway, finds himself in a strange place. A dark and creepy wood, eerie sounds and colours emerge from the darkness.
I kind of feel like the voice actor
scared
is
decides to go to
not really feeling it.
He feels lighter, almost faster on his feet.
Although I do definitely feel lighter and faster on my feet. Skull Reclaimer Sean is on fire recently. Because I'm old, not sure if a bit. This person should maybe invested in a better mic or a better VA. Probably a bit of both. Oh, I thought these were little houses we were squishing. It's only tufts of grass. I have no idea what this creation is trying to do, or what message it is meant to convey. It is simply a thing. Oh, we've got double jumps. That's a good thing to know. Skull Reclaimer Sean is always on fire. I'm still not sure if this is a bit. I suffered through a bit more of Risk 2 artifact runs till I realized I could just buy a red item in the lunar shop and save me from all the dying. Huh. Is it a particular item that you're looking for there, Kronos? Sean from YouTube is part of BreadTube, if I recall correctly. His aesthetic is skulls because he wants to reclaim skulls from Nazis. Nazis don't get skulls. I mean, they don't. Skulls are universal. Like waffles, and Nazis are just assholes. Assholes don't get skulls. It's basically anatomically incorrect. If you have a skull in your asshole, it's a hole. You need to see a doctor. But mostly, yeah. I kind of feel like skulls are a little bit too universal for the Nazis to claim. Hi, thanks for playing this as far as I get in the time, but there's more to this level and more levels to come. Jump on the next platform to end the level. Okay, I could do that. Ceremonial dagger mows down tough crowds. I will keep that in mind. Not enough Tsuchinoko. There's never enough Tsuchinoko. I'm gonna do it like a really quick word search just to see if it's come up yet. I don't know if I'd call him BreadTube. He just debunks a lot of reactionary garbage. Well, we definitely need, reactionary garbage debunking. That's for sure. This was by Ed Monkey Games, by the way, in case anybody was wanting to play this. The level's creation's name is No Gnome Location. I'm willing to accept that pun, at least, on review. Speaking of, there's a movie called Butt Boy about a cop who's investigating this AA sponsor for serial murder, and the murder weapon is his butt. That's dedication right there. If you can go around and be killing people with your bum, He debunks reactionary garbage, to be fair. I just saw him listed amongst bread tube. Gotcha. He eats people with his... That's not... Um... That's not how the butt works. If you're eating people with your butt... So he does have some point skull upside his butt. Alright, well, what am I doing here? I'm pressing the buttons. Me. I hate the term breadtube, to be honest. It's such a buzzword for leftist content on YouTube. I still don't get why it's breadtube. I think we talked about this before. In fact, I'm absolutely sure that we talked about this before. And this is probably being explained to me, and I've just, you know, forgotten, as I do. This is a very narrow hallway. I don't get the breadtube thing because I'm not well versed in political theory and stuff. It seems like kind of a catch-all term for leftist YouTube content, Kronos? Oh. Okay. So we're throwing props to anarchists. Which, I mean, you know, I can throw horns. The list is Rational Wiki, and I only found it because I was trying to find out why breadtube is called breadtube. See, we are on the same page, Kronos. Is there not an exit here? Is this a fake door? Am I clipping through the level? I feel like I'm kind of... like I could see stuff? I think we broke it. The conquest of bread. Isn't that basically what everybody's doing in quarantine? Or is the bread thing, is that like over? What the fudge? Why are we here? Really, I mean, that's kind of like a base question. I tend to ask myself an awful lot. Oh, I'm in Radioactive now. I'm in Imagine Dragons song. This dude just hopped on one arm, did a complete 360 spin. That's not how you use a trident, my friend. Or a bident, I guess? There's only two prongs. And these are frogs. I don't care for you, frogs. They're so languid. It's almost kind of beautiful. I'm probably, like, I do the mixing up a lot. Read the bread book, they say. Oh, what did I miss? As though you would be instantly converted instead of explaining anything. Oh, we just... what did we do? How did we get here? Eh? Is it copyright infringement to have E1M1 music in your dreams game if Doom music was just a bunch of rip-offs of contemporary metal stuff? I mean, we're kind of in meta copyright at this point. Love to expect people to read theory instead of explaining to them why it's good. That we got broke. We broke the level. I wasn't even... I was looking at Umberkin and then the level broke on us. Bugger. Well, I mean, good shot. E1M3 or gel tops, as it were. which is not like a great song for karaoke. So probably a perfect song for Doom. Where are... I... I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna try the totally normal Mario game. Because, I mean, basically it can't be totally normal, right? This is by Godzilla Rules 2018. The tags are me trying to be funny. Rated M for me make mistakes. Stupid and... that's a nice little pixel creation, though. That's actually a really cool pixel creation. I like that. It's gotta be normal or else. You know, you would think... you are a very loud penguin. Well, we already had a pengu. And that seems pretty wrong all by itself. Also, did Mario get a death animation? The only Pingu that I accept is the Pingu version of Thing, because it's amazing. Oh, crumbs! Right, I gotta check that, Kronos. Newt? Is that like Newt Rockney? Newt? I think that's spelled differently. I'm loving the turn on this, by the way. It is very Paper Mario, and I appreciate that. Like, I don't want to die, because I don't want to do those jumps again. Also, that's a very sad-looking piranha plant. Eh? Look, I'm in the pipe. Oh, okay. I listened to some Pingu audiobooks on plane once, and their dialogue is in English. Is that good or bad, Hive? Like I said, the exactly only thing I'm familiar with Pingu is the parody of The Thing. Why? What is with the wallet and grommet? Behind there is the big mystery surprise. Don't worry, I'm not Mr. Gibbs. Welcome to Cheeseland. Also, that Wallace has got some serious neck problems going on. I really don't know how I feel about that. Oh. It's a demon Pikachu. Okay. Some kind of frog slash dog. It feels like it, and I don't know how I feel about that, Kronos. I feel like there are a whole lot of references here that I get, but I don't get the intent in their combination. Hello, thanks for playing. Just a normal Mario game. If you don't want to end here, then this is a bonus round. And it will start if you play. The bonus round go... Can't read that. I think it said that away. Oh, well, alright. I mean, I guess we accidentally left. I was gonna do the... the bonus round, but sure. All of these are just less sophisticated variations on Sonic Dreams Collection. That's my hot take. You're not wrong. Not entirely, at least. Yukio. Yukio is by Ex-Aerthia? Maybe? The Gate of Time is open. Help Ukio find all 59 medallions while making a vigorous climb. A vigorous climb, no less, to the higher planes. I don't... Like, I'm not very vigorous. We're gonna give it a shot, but still. Reach the Gate of Time. It's a very cute looking mouse. I'll give it that. Excuse me. That was me. That was me. It was all on me. I really wanted that bit of diamond. I want to see someone recreate Arcane's Kids Bubsy 3D. Do we really though, Hive? I mean, you might. I'm not gonna police your desires, but I'm thinking, as a world, are we ready for a Dreams recreation of Bubsy 3D? Because I don't know. I mean, it's a whole lot, really, when you get down to it. Perhaps not as much of a lot as Conker's Bad Fur Day, but at the same time, you know, there's a little bit more 90s edge on Bubsy that I don't know if here in 2020, if the world is ready for that anymore. I think we've lost our antibodies for that particular type of humor. I don't actually remember there being any humor in Bubsy. I'm just making a bit of an assumption. Not of Bubsy 3D, of the Arcane Kids Bubsy 3D. Ludo? Only as of you saying this at this exact moment, Hive. And that's not even like a joke. I had no idea that they had also done a Bubsy game, or frankly that they'd done Sonic Dreams Collection. Now, why does this jump kinda suck? I guess it's just me overshooting things? Which, to be fair, it's fairly on brand. Learning is fundamental. Learning puts the fun in fundamental. And I will always support more learning for everyone. See, this is mostly true. I mean, recently it seems like I've been learning how much I could sleep. I'm not sure if that's entirely new information. But in a normal and non-cruel world, we could be learning things every day. Weird timing on that, by the way. Butterball did get done dirty, but if I recall correctly, there was a reason for that. Like, both the Butterball and Chatter makeup kits, like their facial makeup, made it impossible for the actors to talk. So they gave all of Butterball's dialogue to Victrola. I learned a bunch about hard-coded John Deere tractor software yesterday. That seems like a whole lot, Ludo. I relearned that if Mari gets caught in my hoodie, she will get angry with me. I mean, but that seems like a fair response. I wouldn't want to be caught up in somebody's hoodie. It seems like it'd be very constraining. I am glad, as much as I do like the design of Butterball, And for that matter of Chatter, I think Chatter's got a good design as well. I am glad that Victrola got the dialogue, because she does a pretty good job with it, actually. Although, apparently, her makeup as well made it really quite difficult to talk, and was one of the reasons why the original actress doesn't come back for Hellraiser 2. They have a different actress for that. Which, you know, is a real shame, because she got some choice lines in Hellraiser 2. Butterball gets taken out like a chump in Hellraiser 1? Now I'm trying to remember. It's been a while, but I didn't think any of the Hellraisers. Oh Jesus, please help me. I didn't think any of the Cenobites got actually taken out in Hellraiser 1. I thought that was just Hellraiser 2. I mean, they all get chumped in Hellraiser 2. Like, they have to sell Chenard as a threat, which is dumb, because Chenard is just kind of goofy. All the Cenobites get banished. That part I recall, but like, I don't feel like I recall that exact end sequence. And Butterball just has a house fall on him. Okay, you're absolutely right. That is some extreme chumpification. And the camera there, by the way, is kind of a trash fire. I think that crying out loud. I think the biggest chumping though is engineer, because the engineer description in Hellbound Heart is actually really, really cool. It's a very interesting design concept. The engineer in actual Hellraiser is goofy as heck. Because if I said goofy as hell, it would be too obvious, but it's a really goofy design. And I would say it's one of the low points of the movie. You know what's funny about the engineer in actual Hellraiser? I don't know, but I'm gonna ask. What is funny about engineer in Hellraiser? That's actually, I mean, it's fair-ish, but I think even in low light, it would be a bit of a goofy design. But they definitely could have shot it better. There's an awful lot of this creation, and for some reason it just does not feel compelling at all. When you watch Hellraiser in HD, you can see the trolley pushing it forward. That's beautiful. That's a whole thing. Now I want to watch Hellraiser in HD now. But I don't think that they have it at the video shop. Which is a shame. We're never going to get back to where we were supposed to be going here. We got greedy. We went to get the yellow... I want to call them Cheetos, but they're not. Cheese nips. Kind of square snacks, they look like Triscuits, but they're totally not Triscuits. Marky Parlo! Yo! How you doing then, eh? You and your family are doing well? Nice neon edging though. I do have to say there's some nice neon edging here. it looked decent when it was backlit, and they remembered to turn on the fog machine. Well, you gotta fog things up just a little bit. I mean, I think they put those rocks in just for you, Kronos. They may not have realized it, but deep down in their hearts, this was for you. It does look nice though. It's a very nice effect. I would be interested in how that was achieved. I feel like, as cute as this little Mousykins is, and they are very cute, they don't really seem to fit the feel or the aesthetic of the level, and that's a bit of a shame. All is good, thanks. I've just been checking out some really impressive dreams by Chris Redwalker 6. Chris Redwalker 6, the stuff that they have been doing is... did we break the counter? I think we broke the counter. That doesn't make any sense at all. But the stuff that they've been doing is really, really quite impressive. And actually, thanks for reminding me, because I think I might want to check out one of their works this stream. I have no idea what's that counter's supposed to be doing. It's just counting Cthulhu numbers at this point. It's thumbs up ish, I guess. We're gonna do a quick search for Redwalker 6, and then I'm gonna have a quick cigarette, and then I will be back. But yep, that's our new one. Alright, well, I'm gonna set this here for a second, and I will be back in just a moment. The problem with it, though, are one, it's shown in relatively bright lighting. Fair. There's not enough KY jelly on it, so it looks dry and rubbery. Yeah, absolutely. It takes a long time for the editing to get jagged and fast-paced, and the shots to get close and focus only on bits of it, like the teeth and its arms. This might be the new one, Marky, but give me just a second. I want to get some water down my throat, and I will be right back. this is it, and another person called Saku's Mind. Okay. I demand you read the first couple paragraphs of this review of Hellraiser 4. I I will do this thing, Hive. Let me copy this and open up yet another tab. Because I've got about like 12 billion open right now. Let's see. Well, let's go into the level so at least we have like a nice backdrop as I read these paragraphs. Oh, wow. I think Dreams is the game that Redwalker 6 has been waiting for. Because this seems like really what they wanted to do in LBP, but never quite could pull it off because of the thermo constraints. Yes, I saw that marquee. Congratulations, yo. Now it said that we could crouch, but I didn't actually see us crouching. Doesn't it though? Redwalker 6 is pretty like out there as far as level design. And they're working even they're working LBP with the constraints in LBP was really quite amazing. When I first saw Dreams in more detail, my first thought was literally Chris Redwalker will probably have a field day with this. Yeah, this is the kit that I think Redwalker 6 really needed. Holy dogs? Like, that's a whole lot. Now, I feel like there was a fork in the trail that we didn't take. Why don't we try to take that fork? Because the title screen does, you know, have a giant mystic temple on it, so I would like to find that. Wait, did we get looped? I feel like we got looped. I mean, I think it's possible, Kronos. I really do. I think the learning curve on it is pretty steep, but there is definitely some good stuff in Dreams, Marky. There's a lot of dross. Like there are a lot of just kind of straight up garbage creations, but honestly, we saw that in LBP as well. I think one of the bigger problems with Dreams is that there isn't really a robust story mode with it yet, and there probably will not be a robust story mode. And that I think is going to hurt it a little bit. Because there was always that in LBP at least. Now, where is our like amazing temple? I've seen some of Disarm's work, and that it is really quite impressive. The they've got that like it's like a bust, right? And there's a power armor that kind of folds down over the face, like in Dead Space, and it's like it's really a whole thing. That was obviously a mistake. We should not have jumped. I guess that the temple was a lie. There's no temple. It's all the garbage I can't be doing with. Like you've gotta you do have to kind of look for stuff. MM is doing a pretty decent job about trying to pick out good creations, but it's just I mean, yeah, there's a lot of meme levels. There's a whole lot of memes. Memes as far as the eye can see. Which for me is not really all that far because my vision is terrible, but still, I mean, I think that the metaphor works, so to speak. This is really nice water, by the way. Dreams does seem to have a bit of a problem with water. In the fact that there's not, like, actual water yet. Honestly, I'd love to see LPP1's search format return. The one where all the level badges show up all over the earth and you can just pick. That would be cool. Not gonna lie, that would be really cool. Hold on a second. I just want to park us someplace that looks nice. But that doesn't have water sound effects. So clearly that's not gonna happen. Alright, that works. Hold on, let's check out this bit of Hellraisering. Who are these people in the background of this picture? I don't even know. And Hellraiser was 90 things 6. The last of the 4 films of the Hellraiser series, released theatrically, Hellraiser Bloodline, begins just about as inauspiciously as any film possibly could. Over some painfully generic opening credits, not that any Hellraiser picture has enjoyed tremendously imaginative credits, mind you, we hear a piece of music that sounds a little bit like it might have had some MIDI in its gene pool. It sounds, to be blunt, like the music from a video game. A dressy video game, by 96 standards. For 96 is the year in which Bloodline was released. Even a top-of-the-line video game, it reminds me specifically of the music of Star Fox 64, without specifically resembling any particular cue from that game's soundtrack, and that was so cutting edge, it didn't even come out until 1997. Still, video game music isn't what you expect from a movie that isn't based on a video game, and it augurs poorly. Nice use of the word augur there, by the way. And the menu format in LBP2 is fine, but I think 1 did it best, and it'd be good to have the options instead of just scrolling as scrapping the old style. That's fair, that's fair. So does the very last credit to flash up, directed by Alan Smithy. If that isn't enough to sap the oxygen out of your blood and make you curl up and die, nothing is. For those not in the know, Alan Smithy doesn't exist. It was the name provided by the Directors Guild until 1997 for projects which have run so far afoul of what the actual director wanted to make, typically because of massive executive interference, that the director wants to officially sever himself or herself from any association. Terribly often over the years, that says in bold, unambiguous letters, what you're about to see is a fucking hatchet job. Should point out that I believe Hellraiser 3 was also an Alan Smithy film. So that's the first 2 major strikes before we even seen a single actual frame of the movie. And then we see the first frame. Hellraiser Bloodline takes place in outer space. Yeah, I want to read all of this, but I don't know if I want to read it all in this stream. But it does sound like they were hurt, and hurt deeply by Bloodline. And understandably so, because Hellraiser Bloodline is a very bad movie. Oh, I need to thumbs that up. It's good. It's good. I'm stumbling over the words is all. I should probably I should do a couple of read-throughs to make sure that I'm getting the line delivery right. 1 level. Okay. There is only 1 level. Help. Ciao. Help Snaily reach her home. It may look easy because there's only one level. You have to beat, so can you beat it? Want a challenge? Try the 3 levels model. Remember to read the hints at the top left of the screen. Was it 1 level or is it 3 levels? This is by Android Chavez, by the way. Not Hugo Chavez, completely different. I will never reach the level of evocative sass as that dude. He's very sassy. Help me reach... sorry, Snelly. I didn't mean to... I wasn't expecting the fall like that. Okay. There is, Wait. They said just 1 level. Why do we have another level? They lied to us? Oh, you... Okay. No, that's cool. That's cool. You'd be a liar, game? I see how you're gonna be. Just bringing this to light. This looks like... Ah, right. We took a look at that on, LBSP. I counted to 10, though. Yeah? This layout might be exactly the same. Even the corpse left behind is identical. Well, that was like a game mechanic in the LBP version. You could use your corpse to hit buttons. Eight, 5 seconds are enough. I can't get on the button. Thank you. Ah, okay. It's a windy day. Well, that sucks. I could do with it out without it being a windy day. That would be pretty nifty. Oh, you dogs. Oh, you dirty dogs. You done me dirty. I bet that this person's mother is probably very ashamed. That's probably not true. I shouldn't make that assumption. And yet at the same time, I feel like it's valid. See, there's a wind effect that's blowing me to the left, and it's putting him under the spikes. Holy heck, is Hellraiser 2 grainy? Oh my god, they put a boob squid in an exsanguinated corpse? I'm trying to remember the boob squib. It's been a long time. Oh, backwards is the new forwards. That's cool. Is the exsanguinated corpse Julia? Oh, blood. Okay, that's completely different then. Holy dogs. Oh, it totally does say blood squib. I just can't read. Sometimes a boob is just a boob. Something changed. My ability to move? Which I don't have? Wait, what? Alright. Pressing down makes me jump. Hirunda! How you doing, yo? I I hope life is treating you very well, Hirunda. We're talking about boob squids? I don't know how this happened, but, you know. Oh, crap. It I can't read, apparently, Hirunda. Hive was telling us about a blood squid, and my brain just parsed it as boob squid. Which really, when you think about it, is definitely a thing. This is Japan. It's almost mandated by law. You shouldn't have done that. But is there a reason why not? Well, why do we not have controls again? Okay, that works. So now the X button is jump again? Whatever. Oh, definitely I should not have done that. How foolish of me. It most likely it already exists. XOXO. Wait, I gotta tap them? How do I jump? Is there a jump? What is even this? Well, hopefully it'll just jump when it needs to. I'm pretty sure all the gimmicks are one-to-one adaptations of the Flash game. Well, I never played the Flash game, so what do I need to do here? All right. Oh, and I just that's kind of cool. I like that. Asteroids. What the? Oh God. Oh God. What is this even? Ah, so. I remember one of the stages requested that you open your browser to open the door. Or refresh your browser to open the door. That's kind of interesting. I don't remember asteroids being like this, but it's been many a year since I played, so probably that's on me. Wait. Why? Why? Okay, sure. Oh. Meow. Meow. Don't move. I didn't move. I don't know. It just feels like it's being a little bit clever. I'm not moving, yo. Look, I'm gonna put down the controller. You just do your thing. Whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself through the day. Trust me. I see no particular reason why we should... Okay. Have you been playing Metal Gear Solid again, Kronos? I can't go home. I'm already home, level. This is not cute. Anybody who might have, like, issues with visual fields being distorted may want to look away. This is hell. This is some form of fresh hell, but not the cool kind of hell where you get like Cenobites. This is just the annoying kind of hell where you get like Jean-Paul Sartre. I'm never sure if you get the R in the end of that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think we're just gonna bounce out of that one. It's cute. Cute idea up into that last bit, but maybe no. What is this now? Yeah, I mean it's a whole lot to process. No need to go back, go back. We're gonna check out Space Imp instead. Defeat the invaders on each planet, first-person retro shooter. You know, that's what could possibly go wrong. This is by Fluffy and Sassy. I thought they were gonna start playing Oh Canada. Alright. We will defeat the army of Zagras. Your inf... I don't know what that was just trying to tell me. How do I shoot? I'm hearing like a ping ping ping. I don't think that's how you do that. But they don't play Oh Canada at the beginning of every sporting event? Is that just an American thing? I mean, as a Canadian, you are mandated by law to watch hockey, right? Oh, we've got a heat meter. I got it, I got it. That's kind of neat. It's dangerous to go alone, so take this sword. Well, surely they wouldn't put you in prison now. What with the plague and everything, you should be safe. You'll just have to watch twice as much hockey to make up for it. Either that, or maybe if you just do shots of maple syrup, you might be able to work off your sin. Huh. Do I like this creation or not? I mean, it's kind of neat. Kinda. It's very kludgy. But, I mean, it's clearly trying to be so. I don't like how some of the ships don't disappear after dying. So I think I've got to shoot him again. Well, I mean, Yes. Getting shoddy with things does sometimes feel nice. That is, after all, why Borderlands is still a thing. Are we in Space Harrier? I think we are totally in Space Harrier. Alright, we're gonna do this for realsies though. It will be done and or done by us. Darn it. Having like one shot and then die feels very old school in the worst possible way. Do you enjoy killing things, fellow player? Yes. Space Imp to avoid copyright. Well, we already played that Mario level, so they might as well. Although I did hear, we might have talked about this last time, but Nintendo is kind of sort of being on top of, kind of sort of taking stuff down. I've heard a couple of folks have had creations that they couldn't publish anymore because there were copyright claims on them. But then we did play that Mario level, and that was fine. Oh, those are neat. How do I change my shooties? That's not what I wanted to do at all. There is no chill in Nintendo. No, they do not seem to be well known for their chill. Are we starting at the beginning of this area? Because that would make me sad. I don't want to be sad. I want to be filled with heartless good cheer. And also knocking things over with my face. Alright, go away. Thank you. It would be nice if they had like a distance tracker, so you could kind of figure out how far you have to go. I remember some of the old shooty games and racy games would have that on the side of the screen. It was kind of cool. Again? Didn't I just blow you up? How are you still alive? It's a pertinent question. A pertinent question by pertinent people. And that's us. Well, impertinent. Mostly, usually. I probably tend toward more the impertinent side of the scale than the pertinent side, but still. I'm not exactly pert. I mean, I couldn't say that. Alright, that was cool. And it does have kind of an O Canada-esque theme. More levels coming soon, question mark. Thank you for playing. It was good. We're okay with that. I'm going to take like another really quick break, but we will be back in mere moments. I can't believe 40 minutes already passed. That's kind of nuts. People ask too often if anime is real. What if we ask if video games are real? I mean, we are kind of living in Silent Hill. I don't want Doom to be real in the same way I don't want JoJo to be real. I mean, if Doom were real, I think we would have significant issues, Hirundo. I killed so many after playing Puyo Puyo. Yeah, I mean, Puyo Puyo that will just drive people to violence. Oh, we gotta check. We gotta check. Yume Nikki. Oh my God, Chronos, for you, for you. Yume Nikki, work in progress. By Armageddon 2036, as though we're gonna make it to 2036. A recreation of the game Yume Nikki by Kikiyama. Right now you can only explore Maratsuki's room and the balcony. This is a project to learn how to properly use dreams. I'm planning on adding the sleeping animation and Nexus next. Feedback is appreciated. I have not yet, mostly because of like the tax stuff involved and the difficulties of actually getting money to Japan through PayPal. Are we even writing at all? We haven't started writing, so I'm not sure if we can actually stop. That is a very short door. Either that or this is a very, very tall girl. Either of which I am 100% perfectly willing to accept. This is not a lass who opens her eyes very much. Now we can go outside. We could turn the TV on. Nice test pattern. It's like those remasters for Mario where everything is HD and looks horrible. They're doing their best. They tried. It's certainly possible. Hive, 100%. I'm not gonna throw shade on her. Some people got sleeping disorders. Does this like... In the original, if you try to leave your room, Maratsuki will refuse. Oh. Alright, so verisimilitude. We appreciate that. I feel like a little bit of work... Well, huh. I was gonna say the jump animation needs a little bit of work, but it does look like she's skipping. Which is a skill that I don't really have in real life, so I can... You know, I can live vicariously through Maratsuki. Also the fact that her dress looks like it's made out of, like, panels of sheet plastic. And it's just going wild. She's chopping. Chop, 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 chop. The skirt has got issues. Like, yeah. I have seen a couple of character models that have relatively nice skirts, but I would not necessarily say that this is one of them. But again, I mean, the creator did say that this is a work in progress. They're trying to learn how dreams work, so she can't jump in the game, but she gets like a sick bike. Jopping is jopping, yo. It's it's either jump hopping or it's hopping in jeans. I'm not like 100% sure. Because like jorts are jean shorts, right? No, I'm impressed just by what they've been able to do in their first shot through. It's jumping and popping. Come on. I I can't I can't pop. I'm without the ability. I lack the ability to pop. Oh, we've got no more Dream Diary. Oh, check that out. We've got a world of angry doors. I want to go to the one with the eyeballs on it. I'm kind of big on eyeballs. Oh, they track us. That is slick. But I can't actually enter. It does though, doesn't it? I haven't played the original game, so I can't say how well this matches up, but I'm gonna guess that eventually we'll be able to go through these doors. Because we're not getting any prompts so far. Yeah. Oh, that's really neat then. I should really sit down and watch a Let's Play of Yumeniki, because I know Kronos has mentioned that, and also the Witch House as well in the past, and I've never had the chance to actually sit down with either of them. Is there a reason that the camera's gone kind of nuts? Yeah, okay. Ooh, okay, that's different. Can we sleep again? The dream journal is gone, by the way. No more sleeping. Just jumping on the bed. Oh, we're just smashing her head into the ceiling. That's so terrible. She's doing like a turtle move. Look at this. You're in a dream right now, actually. Huh. Okay. Alright, well, we may have seen the extent of this so far. Oh! I pinched my cheek. Interesting. And Hive, Hellraiser 2 is a lot. I'm not gonna say it's great, because that would be probably overstating the case, but I think there's good in it. It's certainly got a lot of ham. And ham is part of any moviegoer's daily required diet. That was actually kind of cool. I should put a follow on that. There we go. There is the witch's house That is a 3D walking simulator or something similar. Huh. Okay. From what I heard, the good comes halfway through the movie when it stops caring to be a narrative film. Um, is it so far? Is it so deep into the movie? The early stuff with Julia I really like. There's there's an effective scene involving a bed that stands out in my memory for reasons that I can't really discuss on stream. And I think most all of Chenard is pretty fun. Because he's in it. It's one of those stories that would be like too much information. Have we seen... We've seen this character before. But we haven't seen this level before, have we? Yeah, that's not unfair. Hive. Yeah. That's not good. No question about that. I would say, not in its defense, but perhaps in some degree of explanation, that was a relatively common trope, I feel, in the 90s. Not a good trope at all, but definitely something that I feel like comes up in a number of movies. Well, where do you want me to go? More updates. Making somewhat steady progress with stage 3, slow but steady. Mostly due to trying to balance out LBP time and drawing time. I'm glad to hear that you're making a little bit of progress though, yeah? I saw the first episode of Legion and felt like I was watching... Oh my god, 12 Monkeys. Yeah, that's... I hadn't really thought of it because I haven't thought of 12 Monkeys in a long time, but... Definitely. Now, I am legit loving the music in this level here. Oh, that is just deer. Now, I think the pot creation is either a MM creation or something that's been floating around in the community, because I know we've seen this character before. Fucking 12 Monkeys. It bothers me that the jump pads make no sound. That's 100% fair, Kronos. Sound design is as important, if not more so, than visual design at times. There's a little, like, clinking sound when you hide. Although otherwise, no, there's really not. Oh, buggery. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the, like the pot hitting the ground. Oh, so Des? Wonderful to see you. It's been fun watching your Lego updates. And I hope that life is treating you, well, basically as well as anybody could hope at the moment. Oh, I swear to God. Please. My life for a fixed camera. Alright, maybe if we do it like this, and then just don't touch the camera again. Seems like it would work. Yes! Yes. I'm really hoping that we don't have to do, like, 2 or 3 laps of this. Because that would suck. I think everything I like about 12 Monkeys is all the future stuff in the one part where he's in World War I. Oh, thank God we're done. We're still doing homeschooling on a Sunday. Didn't have the time in the week with work and all. Now you're just gonna be teaching your kids that time has no meaning. That was kind of cool. I like Podkid. Like, 12 Monkeys to me just feels like a movie that is extremely of its time. It's just shockingly 90s. In that kind of gritty, Tarantino is on the ascendancy style of filmmaking. There are bits of it that I do like. There are bits of it that I feel like if I went back to now, in 2020, would probably rub me pretty wrong. Most Gilliam stuff has a few very creative, cool things, and then a ton of yikes. Yeah. One really, really cool thing about 12 Monkeys, though, that should be pointed out and commended, is that Frank Gorshin is in that movie. The original The Riddler himself. Too much fisheye and weird camera setups to be aggressively 90s. Probably not rewatching any of the Gilliam stuff after he went anti-Me Too. Yeah, like, I certainly wouldn't throw any money Gilliam's way. He does seem to have... Well, I don't know if he's evolved into this or if he just always has been. Just a D-bag. I was going to say a bit of a D-bag, but it seems like pretty much a D-bag. Vodaguan Volume 2. This is by Girl from Croydon. Blast your way to the top of the leaderboards in this fast-paced action shoot-'em-up. Massively increase your scores using all the new overdrive and scoring system. Sky-high scores. That seems to be what I recall, Ludo. We should probably stick with normal. It's probably a good idea. Do we break it? Was ist dies? How do I shoot? Okay, there we go. Oh, this is nice. Like, we've got a straight up shump with nice music and a fairly nice look to it. It's a bit too plasticky, but... Oh, did we not kill you? That can't be allowed. You may not be allowed to survive, I'm afraid. Your life is forfeit. It would be kind of cool if there were some visual effects that were tracking with the music, but that might have been a bit too much to ask for. What is this even? What is this Space Invaders stuff going on now? Crumbs. It is. It's really quite stylish. I am definitely liking what I'm seeing. It looks like we got some kind of health system too, so I probably don't need to be as afraid as I am of taking damage. Are you gonna open up there? Thank you. Now there is an issue that I have no idea what these P's and M's mean. Also, if there's a bomb, I haven't figured it out yet. Axo. The flashback has a lot of unmotivated footage from the first movie. There's stuff in here Christy has not seen and should not be able to recall. Yeah. Wait, what are we doing? What am I? Oh, I see. You're a fire-breathing dragon. She's explaining to the psychiatrist at the moment, so no, just shoddy filmmaking. None of these assessments, by the way, Hive, are unfair. And I want you to know, do not feel like you have to hold anything back. I haven't seen any other Hellraiser besides 2, so I'm just really pulling stuff out of my butt. Rabbit! Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. By the way, everyone, Rabitsu should be, if I'm not misrecalling things, Rabitsu should be streaming tonight at 11 o'clock until 1 o'clock, doing Yomawari. And I, for one, am excited to watch. But if any of y'all are looking... You're still thinking. Okay, so Rabbits is still thinking. Nothing's been decided. No pressure, no pressure. But if you do the streaming tonight, Rabbit, I will definitely be watching. I took a nap. I don't know how much it's going to help, but we're going to give it our best shot. It looks like some of the enemies are slightly more chunky monkey than the others. Axel! I've been flip-flopping whether I want to stream or not. Well, honestly, like, If you feel like you don't want to, that's understandable. But if you feel like you do want to, alright, it definitely seems harder to get away from things this one. And stuff is taking a lot more damage. And we're getting no power-ups. We actually died. I feel shame. I feel actual shame. That's not true. I don't, but it's kind of funny to say, so figure we go with that. Psychiatrist dude is fond of mumbling, and this cursed Blu-ray's lack of subtitles is really hurting. Ah, stop! Stop shooting me! I just want to be your friend. And by friend, I mean I want to blow you up. Oh, jeepers. Gosh. You have an overdrive feature, seems small UI doesn't help much though. I remember they said overdrive, but I have no idea what it does or how to trigger it. Oh, that's different. I wasn't expecting that. All right, we can make this. This is doable. I mean, I only have 7 health left, but that just means I can never take a shot. Unless it's whiskey, so that's fine. Fudge, fudge. I feel like things are kind of slightly sped up. Not super sped up, but enough that it does make it a little bit more difficult to actually do the thing. Also, the light up effect on our dragon friend is pretty fancy. I'm definitely a fan. God bless it. Oh, we died! So I thought it might have just been bad transfer to this Blu-ray that would explain the grain. But that flashback footage of Hellraiser 1 was cleaner. So it's just the movie. That was Kevin breaking into the psychiatrist's office. Lisa, can you help? Why is he breaking into the office? I don't remember, actually. I remember how that scene ends up working out, but I don't remember the motivation getting him there. But bear in mind, it's probably been like 10 years since I've watched Hellraiser 2. All I was saying here, Super Mario Legend by Vapum Alex Legend. Hi, I'm Alex Legend. Alos94 in Little Big Planet. And this is Mario Legend. It's a fan game of Mario. I work really hard to recreate the perfect gameplay in How in Real Mario games. I hope you enjoy. Kicker. P.S. Nintendo, I love you. Not kill my level, please. Well, this has been sitting up for a couple of weeks now, Ludo, so Maybe Nintendo's giving this one a pass? Oh! That's pretty cool. Alright, so we have no coins. That's not gonna help us. We have... I don't think this terrifying creature was part of the original Mario, but... that just might be me. Olsen Matt! I would... What just happened? Are we still broadcasting? Okay, I guess we're okay. Olsen, I would love to see your new level. Yosh. I got a little bit worried there for a second. Because the screen went blue really quick.
Here we go!
Yes. What's your creation's name? Make sure that I actually get that down. It's a beta version of your game. Gotcha, gotcha. Maybe Kevin just doesn't like Chenard? Because Chenard is kind of a dick, you know? Now, I am gonna have to cry foul on this creation. There's no Mario Squat. And without the Mario Squat, it's not Mario. It's called Beta Test Teaser Ojo's Adventure. Let me write that down. Beta Test Teaser Ojo's Adventure. Definitely and absolutely not JoJo's Adventure, right? Like, that's like a completely different thing. We already have like, enough potential copyright strikes on us today, so... Oh, there we go. I thought they cheated us out of the squat. I just didn't remember the button. Actually, now that I see how the buttons are mapped, they did a pretty good job. It's a cute koala game counted as quest adventure game. Gotcha. That was very strange, but okay. I'm not sure as to whether or not that mushroom actually helped us, but, you know. In a way, I could kind of see why Nintendo might be a little bit worried about too much verisimilitude in these fan creations. Fun fact about the game, all of the voice lines in the game are streamers. Oh, that is kind of cool. So... I really hope this kid's level doesn't get taken down. You need to start charging people for free ganites. For free game testing. Okay, so the cutoff on that line was really weird. I thought it said for free gametes, which would be kind of a different thing. Oh, crumbs! Buggery! Well, who knows? Luna, maybe someday I could be charging Sega for game testing. I mean, I don't really have giant high hopes, but it is actually a thing that I could do. Or at least it's a thing that I have experience doing. And that would be nice. Now, if I don't get this jump, I swear, Mario, we're gonna have some words. I haven't decided what those words are gonna be yet. God bless it. I swear. Some kind of monetary would be nice. I wish I could figure out, like... I mean, I know that you were talking, last time on the LBP stream, I think, Ludo, about getting the PayPal thing to work. And I need to look back into that, but... that's kind of the big stopping block right now. No. I need you to... you want to get under that block. Kevin overheard Chenard asking for the mattress to be sent to his home. Gotcha. That would be very suspicious behavior from a doctor of psychiatric medicine. And is there a thing that you want me to do here? Oh, okay. Just kind of bouncing to bounce? I'm okay with that. Well, look at that. That is a fancy big-ass coin that I just killed myself to get. I don't know how I'm feeling about this creation here. I mean, it's certainly a thing. I can't take that away from it. And it does feel very Mario-esque. In that Mario 64, this is kind of cool, but at the same time kind of not way. So I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and then maybe bounce out, because I do want to take a look at... your bank account needs to be running on the same name as your PayPal account. Has to be a business account so you can link it. Yeah, it's like... That's bad, Hive. Wow, that's really bad. Press X and slide jump. Yeah, I think what we're actually gonna do is probably bounce out of this level and take a look at Olsen's level, because we are getting towards the 2-hour point. Although, I mean, props to Alex Legend. Clearly has put a lot of work into that. Just didn't really quite gel. Alright, what do we got here? Ojo's Adventure. Let's try that. Now that's JoJo. Okay, let's try beta test teaser. Beta test. Ah! Found it! I need to watch the Hellraiser sequels at some point. That's some trash. Well, I mean,
Koalas are a very friendly species. They like to play with each other and gather in small groups.
okay.
Once a year, a koala from the koala island is sent out to the wild to test their survival instincts. And this time, it was Ojo's turn.
This is the deepest,
He can't wait to get out,
dankest
explore,
koala lore.
and have a fun adventure. And I see you can't either. Great. Let's go.
Hold on. Okay, I'm being unfair because it's her narrating things to Chenard and not actually having a flashback, but it is weird there are unmotivated shots that aren't tied to Kirsty's subjectivity. I suppose it was cheaper than shooting new stuff, though. This is, in fact, Koala Island. Are there objections, Hive? Olsen, Hive is living in the Australias, so if you need to troubleshoot some koala lore, Hive might be able to help you out. I do remember you saying that. Is this the... That's cool. I'm throwing 0% shade, Olsen. Just having a little bit of fun with it. Is this, I do, actually. Is this, an addition to the hub that we looked at a couple of weeks ago? The lovely koalas of Koala Town are cheering you on in your mission to carry on their legacy. Because I do remember Gobu from last time. Cool. Sorry about the cough. Oh, that's right, we do have a double jump. Let's not forget that. Well, we have a... What happened there? I think we got in the camera zone, maybe? There's definitely a lot more polish on it, yeah. Oh, wait, this is my house. I don't need to go to my house. I need to go to Gobu's house. Huh. Sometimes it seems like when I'm close to a wall, it has trouble turning, and I don't know why that would be. These poor koala, they live in the dark. They afford no lights. In the lore, you're only here in Koala Town, which is the hub, and doing small missions to show you're worthy of this... Okay. And then the mission begins. Alright, so I guess these smaller missions are going to be like... kind of a tutorial of how the game mechanics work. And then once you finish those, then you can do like the actual big major mission. Ha 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 ha. That's a pretty decent way to set it up, yeah? Easing the player into the game. This koala chieftain, though. Where? Oh. Piffle? Buggery, even? But just a little bit of buggery, not like a lot of buggery. Australia had one of the biggest plants ever in the world. I did not know that, actually. I would have thought the California redwoods would have been the biggest, but I think a lot of things that are not actually, in fact, correct, so...
Hi, Ojo. I've been wanting to talk to you.
Hello, Gobu.
As friendly as we koalas are, we tend to help each other out a lot. So since your mission starts soon, I was thinking that you could help out some of the other koalas in Koala Town.
I would love to do that, Gobu.
They could need an extra hand, and it's a good practice to show you're worthy of this mission. Sounds great, huh? So to get you started, go and visit Hagubar by the waterfalls, and he will tell you the rest. Good luck, Ojo.
That was kind of cool. I like the animation on Gobu. Don't forget New Zealand and the giant Kori trees. I did not know about these giant Kori trees.
Hi, Ojo. I'm Haguba, the Koala Island chef, serving all of you hungry koalas out there. I'm missing ingredients for my special recipe. Go to the
My
farm
God.
and collect 6 bananas so I can finish my cooking.
I will do this thing. I will collect the bananas. But first I need to find out where the bananas are hiding. Look, you got some bananas right here, mate. There's like 6 of them here, easy. I do. I'm enjoying it, Olsen. Oh, there's never enough bananas for these koalas. I'm really glad to see that you're putting this work in. And that you are doing the polishing and buffing up of things. The voice work is pretty nice too. Huh. I think for being in the town, the movement speed isn't so bad. It might feel different when you're actually platforming, but voice acting. VA means voice acting? Or Veterans Administration, but definitely not in this case.
Thanks, Ojo.
Well,
Now go talk to the other koalas in Koala Town. They might need some help, I bet.
putting a credit screen in when you finish the full game, I think is definitely a good idea. Maybe something that's accessible from a menu, so that players can check it out. Well, I mean, obviously, we want the players to check out the menu, check out the credits, but if you're gonna have other folks' voice like in the game, it probably is a good idea to let people know who they are.
Hi there, Ojo. Just the person I needed to talk to. I'm Rex, the Koala Islands lumberjack and carpenter, at your service.
He's
I'm
like a dual
currently
wield.
working on this new shop we are about to open called Koala Shop. But I can't finish my project yet since I'm missing some of my wood pieces.
My God, Rex, you're
I
a
must drop
lumberjack,
them
Rex.
while
Just go
cutting
cut down some more.
trees. I need your help, Ojo. Go search for the missing wood pieces and let me know when you find them.
I will do this thing, Rex. He's busy, he can't help. Des, you have a wonderful night. Well, a wonderful day. Give my love to the family and stay healthy. And we will see you next week. It does though, doesn't it? Yeah. Now, I think we might finish Rex's quest and then do the wind-up ourselves. We are crossing over 2 hours, and I can feel my throat meat starting to go. And that's a problem, because you gotta have your throat meat. Just as a heads up, Olsen, Little Big Des is a lady, and she's a mum, so probably not a bro. The Rex quest is the last one for the beta.
Thank you, Ojo. Now I can finally finish my work and complete the koala shop.
That's cool. I like the koala shop animation. That was actually pretty neat. Full version of Ojo's Adventures coming soon. Olsen, I had a good time with that. That was a lot of fun, actually. I can't think of any, like, serious issues that I have with it right now. Like I said, some of it might depend on how the more platformy sections play out, as far as things like movement speed and jump. But for that hub world that we're in, I didn't feel like we were moving too slowly. I like the animation on the characters when you're talking to them. It might not be a bad idea to add a little bit of idle animation for like the koala that are in the houses and they're just like static, they're not doing anything. But that's all like presentation polish, and you've probably got a lot of actual gameplay that you're working on so far because you've got the third mini mission and then the full big mission. It wouldn't hurt to apply a sprint function. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good idea, Kronos. And then hopefully would address the complaints that other folks had about the level, about the walking speed being too slow. Huh. Alright. I do hate to wrap it up, but I think it's probably a good idea. There are some things that I kind of need to do in Meat Space tomorrow. Hopefully they'll work out, fingers crossed. I had a really, really nice time tonight. I've always been having a good time with these streams, but it's always good to see folks coming back and visiting and enjoying Hellraiser 2. It's happening. The mattress is happening. The mattress is a whole thing. Like, yeah. This week's schedule, Wednesday and Thursday will be Gravity Rush, and we might be coming to the end of Gravity Rush because when I checked the save screen, it said we'd completed Chapter 17, and my saves from the last time I played the game go up to Chapter 21. So I think, like, depending on how chunky those chapters are, we might be approaching wrapping it up, which is a surprise, a lot faster than I thought it would be. Sunday will be Little Big Planet 3 again, and maybe we can get Des roped in on that as well. And is there anything else? I don't think so. Like we mentioned earlier, although Rabbits hasn't decided yet, but they might be doing streaming from 11 o'clock. And the non-ending of the ending. Oh god, sea anemones. Sea anemones! But if Overkill Rabbits does stream, definitely check them out, because super cool. And that does it for us here this go about. What time is 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock should be in about 1 hour from now. Oh, unless you mean like time doesn't have any meaning and we don't understand anymore. In which case, definite big mood. Oh, that sucks, Rabbit. Well, keep us in the loop about when you do decide to do streaming, and I'll definitely put something up on Twitter and get the word out. And don't feel any pressure that you've got to jump into it if you don't, like, kind of feel like you want to do it right now. But that does wrap it up for us here, Disco Pow. So, from me, Disco, here in Osaka, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.